Here we go guys, it's Samba season and time to kick off the Brazil Career Mode series for FIFA 21. I'm probably sure you guys will know how this works. This series is probably going to be a mini series of like 2 or 3 episodes where our objective is to win the World Cup 2022 and I'm hoping we can pull it off. We've got a great squad which we'll be looking at soon, so I'm ready for this, boys. Let's win the World Cup. Brazil last won the World Cup in like 2002. Neymar has never delivered really in a World Cup. Let's hope we can change all of that and bring glory to Brazil. For those wondering, my fully fledged Premier League career mode will begin soon in a few days or so. But until then, we're going to do this Brazil mini series. So should be a lot of fun. And if you guys are excited for this series, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a second and drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you guys want an episode tomorrow, 4,000 likes is your like target. Let's see if you guys can smash that. And I'll of course upload an episode tomorrow as well. For now though, boys, let's start off by finding out our group in the FIFA World Cup. I'm definitely curious to see which teams we'll be facing in the group stages. Please give us an easy group. Oh my, that is far from easy. Portugal, so we're going to be facing Ronaldo in literally the first episode. Poland as well is going to be interesting. Egypt with Mo Salah. Tough group, but I think we should be able to top this. Portugal is going to give us a tough fight, but I'm ready, boys. Looking at the other groups, we've got Spain, Slovenia, South Africa and Australia. This is going to be a cakewalk for Spain. England, Turkey, Cameroon and Canada. Again, a cakewalk for England. Italy are first in their group already. We've got Belgium, Argentina, Hungary and New Zealand in the same group. Interesting. France have got a super easy group as well. Germany, Uruguay, Mexico and Bulgaria. That's an interesting group, guys. Netherlands, Austria, Colombia and Russia. I think ours is the toughest group. Brazil, Portugal in the same group. Yeah, it's got to be ours. Wait, I don't think I saw Argentina. No, they're there. So we might face Messi at some point. Anyways, those are the groups. Our first game is against Poland. Can't wait for it. Now time to reveal the 23 I've selected for this tournament. Now there may be a few players you might notice aren't in here like Roberto Firmino. But that's because he's injured at this point of time, so I couldn't call him up for the World Cup. But it is what it is. Again, if I've missed a few players, just let me know who they are in the comment section. I think I've picked a very competitive squad, a very good squad from what we had available. So I'm pretty happy with what we have here. In terms of formation, I think 4-2-3-1 just suits everyone involved in this setup. So that's what I'm going to run with. Tactics, I'm just keeping it simple and basic. We don't need to overcomplicate things in an international tournament. And yeah, I think Casemiro is going to captain the team. Let me know who else could be captain in the comment section. I'm thinking Casemiro is a fine choice. But looking at the players we've got in the first team, I think this is how we're going to run things. With Gabriel Jesus up top, that pace, the shootings there, the dribbling. Neymar, I think I'm going to use him as my cam to get him as involved as possible in the game. Vinicius Jr. on the left and Rodrigo, the 2 Madrid boys on either side. Fabinho and Casemiro in midfield is just so strong for like defensive midfielders. You've got Telles, Marquinhos, Diego Carlos and Emerson at the back. Now, I'm debating whether to go with Diego Carlos or Militao. We'll be using both of them in this episode and just figuring out who should be the partner for Marquinhos. And of course, Alisson in goal. Imagine having a backup 90 rated keeper. That's just insane. We've got a few great options on the bench as well, like Richarlison. This Anthony guy could really come on and do damage with that 94 pace. A good super sub. Arthur Melo's decent. Of course, Militao, Lodi. And in reserves, we've even got more players like Coutinho, Fernandinho, Thiago Silva, Alexandro and also a very, very capable squad. On paper, I think this team has what it takes to win the World Cup 2022. We're straight away getting into our first World Cup game. And you guys know, starting off the World Cup with a win is absolutely crucial, especially in the group stage format. So we're up against Lewandowski's Poland in the first game. And I'm sticking with my guns, my strongest team. I want to see how they play. I want to get a good feel of this side, because this is the first game I'm playing with this Brazil team, so it's going to be a big one, boys. Looking at the Polish team, they've got Lewandowski, Krychowiak's decent, Zielinski's decent, Piszczek at the back, Bednarek. They've got a few good players and a great keeper as well in Szczesny, so a very, very decent Polish setup. This might be a more difficult challenge than you'd think, so let's go out there and let's show players like Neymar, Gabriel Jesus and all can step up and deliver. Let's kick the game off. The first game in the group stages, often people say is the most important one because it could set the tone of the rest of the tournament for your team, and that's why starting off the World Cup with a win is absolutely vital. Here we go, boys. It's up against Poland. There's Lewandowski. That's the man we're going to have to handle. Let's kick the game off. I'm pretty sure this is the first time on FIFA 21 I'm actually using Neymar, so couldn't be super fun using him because I know he is silky smooth on the ball. as we're already looking to create the first opportunity of this game. Gabriel Jesus does really well. Near post, Gabriel Jesus with the first goal in the World Cup for us. Let's go, boys. Brazil get the early lead against Poland. It's a fantastic start for us in the tournament. What a strike from Gabriel Jesus. Literally slammed that home. What a finish, boys. Rodrigo involved in the attack as well with his movement. Gabriel Jesus, though, the near post finish of dreams. No chance for Szczesny. That's a decent keeper. He's beaten there, by the way. What a finish and what a start to our World Cup. I told you, man, getting that win in the first group stage game is absolutely vital, and we're on the right track. Let's see what Neymar can do. The dribbling is on point here from Neymar. Looks for Rodrigo. I see some good movement being made. Back for Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that's a big save. Neymar gets on the rebound, but he can't do much, as I think he's caught offside there. But we're absolutely ripping the Polish defense apart here. It's easy business for us. We're cutting balls back easily, and the Polish defense just can't keep up with the pace of our attack, which is brilliant. 15 minutes in, and there's only been one team on the ascension here, and it's Brazil. Casemiro now. We keep going. Rodrigo. Gabriel Jesus. Tries to find Neymar, but Bednarek stops him. Here he goes. On the attack. Neymar. Oh, there's the Neymar rainbow flick. Neymar's done so well. Oh, what? What was the Polish defense doing, giving Neymar so much time? You give Neymar that much time, of course he's going to score. And it's fitting that he does the Shabalalala celebration, which I think happened in 2010. The South African player scored. He did that celebration in front of his home crowd. But what on earth was the Polish defense doing there? Why were they backing off Neymar so much? He was literally allowed to do a rainbow flick, hold on to the ball and get the shot off. That's just awful. Neymar takes complete advantage of the chaos, scores a beautiful goal as Brazil make it 2-0 against Poland. This is turning out to being a cakewalk. The ideal start we needed the World Cup, man. Let's keep pushing and scoring more. Lewandowski again. Now looking backwards for Krychowiak. Pass for Lewandowski. And, well, Robert Lewandowski gets himself a goal at the World Cup 2022. A good finish. Poland slightly getting, more confident. And it's Lewandowski with the goal. They're back in the game, boys. It's 2-1. Game on, I suppose. Neymar taking it wide. Puts the ball back in. The header is... Oh, it's gone in. Let's go. I think it's Vinicius Jr. with the header, is it? It is Vinicius Jr. When the keeper saved that, I thought it's a big miss from Vinny, but somehow it went past him. Terrible keeping from Szczesny. I guess you'd expect him to at least push that one away, because it wasn't the most powerful of headers. Let's take a look at that again. Neymar's play before the goal was superb. Yeah, Szczesny had to be doing better there. It was straight at him, and he let that go in. We've got a 3-1 advantage now. Our 2-goal cushion has been restored. Let's go. Gonna make a couple of changes now. Richarlison to come on for Gabriel Jesus. And we'll also bring on Oscar for Vinicius Jr. and play Oscar at camp. Definitely interested to see how good Oscar is, even though he plays in the Chinese Super League now. That's a good pass for Oscar. He's got a bit of pace on him, guys. And a good pass for Richarlison. No, it's Neymar, actually. Neymar finds Oscar. Back for Neymar. Oh, it's beautiful football between the two of them. 4-1 now against Poland. And that's this game done. Yo, we've just absolutely dismantled Poland. The play between Oscar and Neymar here was just unreal. 4-1 up, and there's no coming back for Poland now. And it's good to see Oscar get involved. I mean, he could be a very reliable player for us in this Brazil series, because we might actually start playing Neymar on the left and then Oscar cam if we're not happy with Vinicius. That's an option, and Oscar provides us that. Neymar with the goal. 4-1, the game's done. Yeah, that could work. And we'll just jump to sim and see this game out. We're resting Neymar, which is key. That's what matters. Let's now just, how do we, jump to the end? There you go. 4-1 is the final result. The best possible way to start a World Cup, boys. We've dismantled Poland, 3 points secured. Yo, England have had the worst luck so far in the World Cup. Phil Foden is out for the next 5 months. And Wan-Bissaka is out for the next 4 months. For once, it's good to have other teams suffer from injuries and not us. But that is huge. Phil Foden and even Wan-Bissaka both injured. And Italy have had an injury for Insigne. Yo, a lot of injuries in the World Cup, man. This is problematic. Hopefully it doesn't hit us. I think as we expected, Portugal managed to beat Egypt. Portugal managed to beat Egypt in their group stage game. So it's going to be a battle between us and Portugal for the top spot. But first we've got Egypt. Let's go out there and beat them. Okay, so I've noticed the stamina of our players drain way too quickly during the World Cup. Because look at this. Even after a gap of 4 or 5 days between this and our last game, players like Neymar don't have the fitness to play this game. That's really weird. So for this one, I'm resting Neymar. I want him fully fit for that Portugal game. So we've got Oscar starting at cam, Richarlison up top, Anthony gets a start, Arthur in midfield, Militao starts. I'm really unsure who should be our starting centre back, whether Militao or Diego Carlos. Hopefully this game will help make us, make us a decision. I can't even speak, but oh well. This is the Brazil team I'm rocking against Egypt. They've got Salah, El Neni playing at cam. You know they're down bad because they've got El Neni at cam. Anyways, let's kick the game off. Here we go, game number 2 at the World Cup. Let's make it 2 wins in 2 games. We're up against Egypt. Mo Salah's team. Should be fun. Looks for Oscar. Here he goes on the attack. Oscar. Looking for that 1-2 maybe as he gets in behind. Oscar. What's he done? What am I doing with him? I took it way far behind, and now the attack begins again with Anthony looking for a cross back in. It's a good delivery for Casemiro, whose header is just wide with Oscar. I should have scored early on, man. I don't know why I waited so much to even get a shot with him, and that kind of ruined our attack. We should be 1-0 up. Problems again. El Neni's through on goal. El Neni shoots and misses. A massive chance for Egypt. El Neni playing as a cam because of how bad the overall setup is for the Egypt team, and he really had to take that chance for them. A team like Egypt against Brazil cannot afford to waste opportunities like that. I surely thought I was going to be a goal down, but instead, we're on the other end attacking now. Here's Vinicius. Looks for Casemiro, laying this one off for Arthur, who goes for goal, but a big block coming from El Mohammadi. Brings it inside, Richarlison, right foot. Oh, what a goal from Richarlison. Yo, Gabriel Jesus better be careful because Richarlison might be gunning for that spot, and we're going to do the annoying Richarlison celebration. What a finish from the Brazilian, man. We got to take a replay for that because, wow, the ball from Oscar was nice. Richarlison scooped it up right, and then, oh, the finish was lovely. No chance for the keeper. 1-0 up against Egypt. Plan is, yeah, everything's going according to plan. Come on. El Neni looks inside. It's a chance for Egypt, and this time they don't waste that opportunity. They've equalized at the World Cup against Brazil. I'm sure Egyptians around the world are going to celebrate this moment because this is huge for them. 1-1. And surprisingly, it's not Mo Salah who brings them back in the game. Fair play, Egypt. Can't complain at all. They played really well around my defense. They created that chance and 100% deserved the goal. Well, just before halftime as well to make things more difficult. I guess it's game on. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm just not impressed with this Anthony kid. He's just not done enough for me down that right side. So I think for the next half, I might try and bring on Gabriel Jesus, and we could play Richarlison as my right mid. That should work, right? Well, it should work because he can play in that position. Let's try this out. Interestingly enough, I haven't seen much of Mo Salah, and now talking about him, he's on the ball here. Looks for a good pass. Militao does well there, and we do get it away. Yeah, Mo Salah has been pretty absent for the most part. I mean, that Karaba guy has given us more problems than him, which is very intriguing, but right now it's Oscar on the attack. I'm waiting for that movement, that run from Gabriel Jesus. He provides it. 1v1. Gabriel Jesus gets the decisive goal. Bringing him on was the right call, and Brazil restore their lead in the game. It's 2-1 against Egypt. Oscar once again running things from that cam spot, from that midfield. I'm definitely tempted to use Neymar as my left winger from now on and Oscar at cam because his passing and his overall midfield play is just so good. I'm glad we've got the opportunity to use him, and I'm loving him so far. It's 2-1 up against Egypt. Good pass from Arthur to Gabriel Jesus, and now it is Oscar. Oscar on that right foot, going for the curling effort and almost scoring a banger. It would be fitting to see him get on the score sheet because he's probably been our standout player of this episode. Full time against Egypt, and this was probably harder than the Poland game because I thought we completely dismantled Poland, but Egypt gave us a tough fight and they could have easily gotten away with the draw here, but ultimately Oscar's couple of assists was really good, and our finishers, our attackers, Gabriel Jesus and Richarlison stepped up and delivered the goods. 2 wins out of 2 in the World Cup, come on. So a bit of good news, boys. Both us and Portugal are through to the next round of the World Cup, which is the round of 16. But the only thing that's left to play for is who finishes top of the group, and finishing top of the group is important because it'll give us a slightly easier draw in the round of 16, and I'm sure that's something we all would appreciate. So I presume we'll get Slovenia if we finish second in the group, if that's how it works. You know, Group G, Group H get like the same team or whatever. If we finish second in the group, it could be Spain, and that's something I do not want. So Let's go out there and beat Portugal in this World Cup game, and let's see if Cristiano is still playing for them in 2022. With Oscar being in the form of his life, there's no way I'm benching him for a game like this. He starts at cam, Neymar on the left, Gabriel Jesus, Rodrigo. We had a bit of stamina issues for Casemiro, so I'm putting Alan in that midfield. Militao and Diego Carlos starting together for this one. Should be interesting. That's our team. We've had to make a few changes because look at this, guys. Fitness is a huge issue. Marquinhos had no stamina. Arthur as well. So it only made sense to, make these changes for fitness purposes. Looking at the Portugal team, Ronaldo and Felix up top with Bernardo Silva in behind them. Wow, it doesn't get any better than that. They've got Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves in midfield. What on earth is this Portugal team? Their front five, ruthless. And they're playing a narrow 4-1-2-1-2. This should be interesting. We're playing for the top spot in this group. Let's get it. Here we go, boys. The final group stage game has kicked off. Ronaldo on the ball. He's still playing at that age. 2022 World Cup. Ronaldo is still in the lineup. Wait, Bernardo Silva? Out of nowhere... Dude, I was literally describing the start of the game and, just hyping things up. And Bernardo Silva is like, nope, we're just going to straight away get at it. Bernardo Silva 1-0 and Portugal are in the lead. Yo, this is not good. What was the let me explain that defending. My two defenders were here and they just literally moved away, gave all the space for Bernardo and he scored. What on earth was that? 1-0 down, boys, and things are not going according to plan. Good pass for Ronaldo. Problems for us. Cristiano Ronaldo could go for goal. Still Ronaldo, but we defend that really well. Ooh, that was intense. And it's another opportunity potentially for Ronaldo. Looks for the pass for Felix. What's my keeper doing there? He came forward but then just gave up. Thankfully, we didn't concede from that, but Portugal are running circles around us so far. But that might change as it's a brilliant pass for Gabriel Jesus, who has gotten in behind. Tries to beat his man. Still Gabriel Jesus goes for goal. Oh, what a goal from Gabriel Jesus. That's got to be a contender for goal of the World Cup tournament. Unbelievable from Gabriel Jesus. Out of nowhere, Brazil get the equalizer against Portugal. That is sensational from Gabriel Jesus. We need to take another look at that because... what a strike. Have a look at that. The Berber spin to open up the space. Took it wide and then just bang off the crossbar and in such a satisfying goal to score. Another replay. I think we deserve to take a look at that. The Portuguese defense had no idea what hit them. Off the bar and in. 1-1 and game on. Come on. Still Neymar. Oh, there's Neymar's unbelievable rainbow flick that almost resulted in a fantastic goal. He's got this custom animation for his rainbow flick that's so overpowered, but... that time it just didn't work. Now Neymar on the attack once again. Gabriel Jesus with some neat movement to just open up that space for Neymar. I could go for goal with him. Big save from Rui Patricio there. Gabriel Jesus' movement is so effective, boys, because that opened up so much space for Neymar. Unfortunately, though, Rui Patricio was equal to Neymar's attempt. Half-time against Portugal. It's been a very competitive game. A moment of magic from Gabriel Jesus has got us back in the game. 1-1. And as things stand, I think we topped the group anyways because a draw is enough. Our goal difference is better than Portugal, so we're in a good spot. Let's keep it up in the second half as well. I'm not going to lie, I feel like the midfield is too crowded for Oscar to operate, so I'm going to be putting Neymar in there to just wriggle around those players, and we'll bring on Vinicius Jr. I think it's the smart choice. Okay, set piece, and can we do something with it? Corner coming in for Fabinho, who wins the header but couldn't direct it towards goal. I think one of the Portuguese players got their head to it as well. Let's try it again. This time for Gabriel Jesus, who went for a bicycle kick. Instead ended up kicking one of the Portuguese players. It's going to be a goal kick this time. Vinicius. Oh, what a pass for Gabriel Jesus at the death. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, brilliantly done. 85th minute. Gabriel Jesus comes up clutch. This man has scored in every World Cup game we've played so far. The movement from him was once again elite. I don't think I've used a striker with as good movement as this guy. Honestly, what a run from Gabriel Jesus. What a pick out from Vinicius Jr. as well. And the finish as well, just oozing of class. Opening his body up and then just putting it into the far post. Absolutely brilliant from Gabriel Jesus. As Brazil take the lead against Portugal 2-1. And as things stand, we're going to have a perfect record in the World Cup. And we're going to top our group as well. Come on. Full time against Portugal as we end up beating them 2-1. It was a difficult one, but... we got it done, boys. We've got it done. We've topped our group. I genuinely can't wait to find out who we'll be up against in the round of 16. And it's confirmed. We've topped our group. 3 games played, 3 wins in the group stages. Portugal finishing second. In Group G, it's Spain and Slovenia going through. England and Turkey through Cameroon going out. Italy and Denmark through to the next round. Belgium and Argentina making it as well. France and Chile. Uruguay, Germany, and you've got Netherlands, Russia, the final few teams. So there you have it, boys. Those are the teams in the round of 16. Let's actually find out who will be up against, and it is Slovenia. As expected, I told you guys it was going to be them if we, of course, stopped our group. Thankfully, we're not going to have to play Spain because that would have been brutal. Portugal are actually through, though, to the next round. It's only our game that's left, and Denmark, England. So interesting. Chile have knocked out Belgium. Russia knocking out Uruguay. Wow, some heavy hitters getting kicked out. France knock out Argentina. Germany knock out Netherlands. Italy through as well. Next episode, Brazil, Slovenia, and that's where our journey begins to the World Cup. Now, before we wrap things up, player of the episode, I've got a couple of nominees. I think it's got to be Oscar and Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus scored in like every game. The movement was just elite from him. Oscar, on the other hand, such a top quality creative player in midfield. Enjoyed using him a lot, so it's probably between the two of them. Look at this, boys. Gabriel Jesus, top scorer in the World Cup right now with 4 goals in 3 games. That's nutty. We've got Neymar in there with a couple as well. Assist-wise, as expected, Oscar at the very top. 3 assists in 3 games. Phenomenal stuff. Next episode, boys, we're going to start playing the knockout game. So, you know, stakes are going to get higher. But if you're enjoying this Brazil World Cup series, again, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a second and drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll catch you all next time.